Each year, Michigan taxpayers spend millions of dollars to help people on welfare, more than $250 million in 2009 alone.
And those dollars are supposed to be used for food and other basic needs. But as Brittany Gray shows us tonight, in part one of Food or Fortune, some are using that money, your money, for more than necessities.
It doesn't take long for the dollars to add up. For your groceries and your taxes. Tax dollars that some argue are being abused by bridge cards. They work just like a debit card. It's a welfare program that replaces food stamps and checks, and they can be swiped at hundreds of places across the state.
The bridge card, I think some family does need it, but the majority of it is being abused by the system.
Some people can only use it for food, while it gives others instant access to cash. The intent of that cash assistance is to help people buy other basic needs. But several store managers tell 6 News some people are using your tax dollars for life's little luxuries.
But I've seen people using their cards for cigarettes and everything, alcohol and everything. That's on the cash side. You can't do nothing about it.
But even if you don't qualify for cash assistance, store managers say it's not hard to find a loophole. One store manager who did not want to go on camera tells us they've had to ban a number of people from their store. Why? Well, if you're only eligible to receive food assistance, food products are really all you can buy. But according to that same store manager, some people would just purchase pop, walk out of the store, dump it out, walk right back in and collect cash for the cans. Enough cans add up to enough cash for things like alcohol and cigarettes.
I bust my butt every day working, and I got no habits, but I cannot afford it. Where here you got some people doing nothing, and the system is just keep on kicking it.
Are there any restrictions as far as what you can and cannot purchase with your cash assistance?
The intent of the cash assistance program is that people will use the money for necessities.
People are coming in and using their cash assistance to purchase things like cigarettes and alcohol. What do you think about that?
The guidelines say that under cash assistance, people can use that money at their discretion.
Is that okay then?
The intent of the program, again, is that people use that money for necessities.
But not all purchases are necessities. Here on Facebook, there's a page for bridge card users. On it, J-Man writes, "I just bought a new plasma TV with my bridge card." Trevor Lambert's post, "When I have extra, I go out and buy crab legs or barbecue ribs for the family." And Crystal Lohman says, "It's seriously like winning the lottery every time you go grocery shopping." It's impossible to know if these posts are true, but it's this kind of abuse that upsets the people who pay the price.
You pay taxes, right? I pay taxes. Who's making use of it? The people who are using food stamps on the cash side.
And though these store managers admit any business is good business, as taxpayers, they say, the system needs to change.
It's like if I got a child and all I'm doing is just giving him money, he doesn't know what's like out there, what's real life out there. I mean, he's going to be corrupt. I mean, he's going to be no good.
Now, the Department of Human Services says they do investigate fraud cases. On average, more than 3,600 people are disqualified from the public assistance programs every year. And as far as the Facebook statements are concerned, the DHS says for the past year, we have been monitoring social media sites to eliminate alleged abuse. We consider these investigations as continuous and ongoing.
It's amazing, Brittany, but I guess not surprising. Still, though, they say the intent of the program. Do you think the intent is being followed through for the vast majority of people?
You know, we really do need to look at that because look at Michigan's economy, highest unemployment rate in the nation. Right. So obviously there's a very real need out there. Yeah. But there is a group, probably a small group, but a group that is, you know, abusing the system.
Well, and it's interesting because you're talking about buying pop, going out and pouring it out, taking then the cans back in. I mean, it's almost ingenious.
Even if it's just food assistance, there's still ways to get around the system. Right, anybody, food or cash assistance.
But it goes back to really, what's the percentage? How many people are really, truly abusing this?
You know, I asked a lawmaker that, and he wasn't sure. He said he'd hate to say, you know, 25% to 30%. He wasn't sure. There's no way to tell. There's really no way to tell.
But you mentioned lawmaker. Okay, this is a state system. They control the purse strings there. What's being done to try to curb these abuses?
Yeah. Well, you know, that's what we're going to be talking about tonight at 11. I spoke with one lawmaker recently who's, you know, he's got this whole plan to tackle the problem. So that's what we'll cover tonight at 11.
Yeah, that's important. You know, we look at this, and as taxpayers, everyone's going, what is going on?
Oh, yeah. It upsets a lot of people.
A lot of people upset by this.
All right, look forward to that tonight at 11. Thanks, Brittany.